Hey guys, it's Erin and Jenny with Revisions Mentor.
We're here today to talk to you about how you can best negotiate your moving rates with the movers who are going to be working with you on home staging installation day.
Yes, so we have learned a lot of valuable lessons over the last few years, and I think some of this information is going to be valuable to you. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe and like this video and hit the bell for notifications, and you'll receive notifications every time we upload on Tuesday and Thursdays at 2:30 in the afternoon. And we have so much great information that we want to share with you.
Let's get started.
Okay.
So what we're talking about today is how to negotiate with your movers. And there are all kinds of things to consider, some of which we really learned the hard way, I would say. So we're going to tell you how to do it right so that you don't make the mistakes that we did.
Yes. So one of the first things that you need to do when you're hiring your movers is negotiate your rates and have it in writing prior to your installation. And there are factors that need to be considered when you're having this discussion with your movers. One, are they insured? Two, what size truck are they going to use? And is it going to be logistically possible to get it into the driveway and down the street in the house that you're staging? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you're staging houses on very narrow streets or dirt roads or spaces that are very difficult to back these really massive trucks down. So definitely have those discussions with your movers ahead of time and negotiate your rates and all the factors that go into the way that they charge you.
Yeah. Another good question to ask your mover is how many men or women are in their crew? Mm-hmm. It matters. If they have a crew of 2, it's going to take them probably twice as long as a crew of 4. Mm-hmm. And if you're paying your mover by the hour, that matters.
It does. Mm-hmm. It does.
Some of the other things I think that we've learned along the way, you have to consider the home that furniture is coming into or coming out of. Mm-hmm. Is it a condo on the second floor? Mm-hmm. Are the hallways, are the access points accessible? We've actually been in a situation where we had to have furniture hoisted up over a balcony onto a second floor.
Yes.
We were not prepared for that.
No, but the movers were. Thankfully, they had moved furniture in and out of this complex in the past. But mm-hmm. these are things that you want to discuss with your mover ahead of time so that you're not getting slapped with additional fees for having to go up extra flights of stairs or having to hoist a sofa over a railing, over a balcony, and into the living room through a sliding glass door.
Right.
So.
And that brings up a really good point as well. Make sure you ask what the overage charges are going to be. Mm-hmm. If you've contracted your moving company for X number of hours, what are they going to charge you if it takes longer?
Another factor that you need to keep in mind before you send your quote and get a contract in place with your homeowner or your builder is exactly how much your movers are going to charge you, because if there are any surcharges or unexpected charges built into these costs, you want to make sure that that's covered in what you're charging the homeowner or the builder so that you don't end up eating those costs.
Right. In most cases, a moving company will take the time to assemble furniture for you. Mm-hmm. So in our case, if we're staging a bedroom, we'll have them assemble the frame and the headboards for us. Sometimes that also includes putting legs back on upholstered furniture mm-hmm. and doing some of that. But that's something else that you want to make sure you're aware of up front. Mm-hmm. You know, what is your moving company willing to do? Mm-hmm. Are they going to be responsible for those pieces, or do you need to plan time in your day to be able to do those things as well? In our case, sometimes a moving company that we frequently work with, they'll also help us hang artwork. And I would say that's not the norm.
Yeah.
So
yeah, what we've done is we've negotiated kind of a flat fee, and as long as it's within a certain distance of their warehouse where they get started, or a certain distance of where our storage unit is, and then we have a flat fee, and we have like a 4-hour time period that we can use these guys. And so within that 4 hours, they're willing to help us unwrap furniture if it's wrapped in plastic, and hang art if we need that, or readjust things time and time again until we get the room just right. So mm-hmm. these are just things to keep in mind when you're talking with a moving company, so that when it comes to move-in day, you don't have any big surprises or any big surprise bills.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Erin. It made me think about wrapping furniture. We live in a really hot climate, and the people that help us move are working really hard. There's a lot of sweat, there's a lot of dirt that comes off the floor of moving vehicles, and we work with really light white upholstery. So it's a constant battle to protect our stuff. And not all moving companies go the extra mile to wrap or protect furniture. Almost everyone will cover your furniture, but we have often had the option to use a plastic wrap to protect our upholstered pieces, and it's worth the extra mile. So that's something important to ask your mover as well. How do they keep your stuff clean? How do they keep your inventory protected? So last but not least, I guess 2 little bits that are really important on the business side of things in terms of negotiating and arranging your moving service.
Yes, so 1, get at least 3 quotes and have a discussion with the movers when you're contacting them about the possibility of ongoing work. Tell them that you do staging and that you are constantly moving furniture around town, and see if they will work with you in terms of negotiating a flat rate, which has worked well for us.
It really has. And then the other piece is make sure you have your certificate of insurance for your moving company in hand and your W-9 in hand before you start the job.
Yes. Yes, don't get into paying a moving company over $600 without that W-9, because then you are at risk of the tax liability and losing the opportunity to get the tax write-off for paying your movers for moving furniture. So,
do you have any other questions for us about negotiating with movers and how that sort of works? If you do, ask us in the comments below.
Thanks so much for watching.